You watched Curb last night?
Oh, he went for it 3 times.
Easy.
I watched Curb last night.
It was great, right?
What'd you think?
Awesome.
It was great.
Loved it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank God for Larry David.
I loved it. You're not much of a bride.
I still love the scene. If you haven't seen it yet, spoiler alert. But he's about to leave and he realizes he's being yelled to be kicked out of the home of the bride and who he thought was supposed to be the girl,
Right.
who he thought was supposed to be a bride in a
and he opens up a completely separate conversation.
And she goes, get the fuck out of my house. And he goes, okay. Okay. Why is he at her house in the first place?
I got a quick preview, a quick prediction, excuse me.
For Curb?
Yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones, like after the Curb.
Yeah.
After the enthusiasm.
Yeah, after the throne. Cheryl. Totally banging Ted Danson.
Yeah, that seems pretty obvious. Or Richard Lewis. That would be funny if it's Richard Lewis.
Newsflash. Fuck you.
I'm sorry about
I thought it was a good prediction.
It's a good prediction. I agree with you. I think
it's the vibe I caught
I'm
right
sorry
away.
about your parakeet.
Yeah.
At least I'm
Why
still
does Lewis
alive.
have a parakeet?
I just love that that's what he gets mad at. Like I love that no matter what they decide. Like
sorry about your parakeet. ... I am still alive.
I'm still alive though. And then he comes back to it later. The show is genius. In terms of other forms of genius that we saw circulate the internet, we have a video of an MMA fighter literally pulling the walls of Jericho. Finishing move to submit a fighter.
Mortal
Kombat. There's no sound of this. It comes from Full Contact Contender.uk. It's a UK fighting circuit. We can throw it back.
What did you just say? .what?
.co.
You said ka.
Ka? My bad.
I'm pretty sure.
Co.
The question is, how did he end up like that?
Because you ever see the South Park episode of Crab People?
Yeah.
Look like people, talk like crab. No, talk like people, look like crab.
people.
He decided to. He found himself in a position where he was going to become a crab person.
So a lot of MMA scoring is very similar to high school wrestling, which I actually did. So I can tell you that you get points for having control on or having your opponent on their back.
Right.
So when he was on the ground, he tried to switch to his stomach to give less control. And when he did that, he was able to grab his other leg.
So just a bad out.
Pull back.
It was a mistake to get out.
He stayed on the ground when he should have gotten up.
The only time I could remember somebody doing a WWE, WWF, WCW, NWO, whatever the hell you want to call it. NWA.
We're just going through all of them.
Yeah, the Wolf Pack. Blood Brothers. That's 2 references in one. The only time I can remember is when John Jones, when he was starting out, he was superplex, is that what it's called? It was somebody, I don't remember who, but he superplexed somebody. And I was like, shit, that was awesome. That brought back memories.
Yeah, but at least with the walls of Jericho, it like in terms of using it in MMA sense, like there's,
it's never gonna happen.
Nobody's gonna submit somebody with the people's elbow is my point.
No one's also gonna lay down on their back pretending to be dead and getting the people's elbow in their face.
It's the most electrifying move in Madison Square Garden history, according to the broadcasts.
The people's elbow?
Yeah.
What was your favorite finishing move?
I thought the people's elbow was hilarious because of the build up to it, but when the broadcasters would say it's the most electrifying move in Madison Square Garden history, my dad would be watching me and he'd go, Muhammad Ali fought here. This is the dumbest effing thing I've ever heard in my life. How disrespectful.
And that was the 5th time I met OJ.
Right,
yeah.
That's the WWE for you. I used to think the bonsai drop.
Who was that?
I don't remember his name, but it was a guy wearing like a sumo
Was it Bonzi
wrestler.
Wells?
No, it was, who was, please give it to me.
Oh, drop, not jump.
Bonsai, no, that would be even worse.
The bonsai drop
was
Yokozuna,
Yeah,
the Yokozuna.
And he would just sit
rub his ass on the guy's face.
Right, he would just sit on someone's face, which is hilarious for like 7 different reasons.
I remember, wasn't it Jackass when they would Yokozuna each other? Just bare ass.
So what finishing move would you love to see actually pulled in like UFC this weekend? Like Ferguson versus Lee, Ferguson gets ready. It's a Hogan leg drop.
A Hogan leg drop. And he just goes on top of the, let's go.
Who are the 3 who would do, there was like a team of 3 who would do, they would be like flying acrobatic moves and shit.
Oh, Yeah.
Are any of these legal?
They like wore masks
in the UFC.
right?
Yeah, are any of these legal in the UFC? Like, could you actually pull the walls of Jericho
Probably
in the
not.
UFC?
I think I've seen like a leg lock done. I mean, that's been done before, but like the actual
Could you
leg lock.
DDT somebody? No.
My favorite was like the Goldberg spear.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's a solid one.
I remember the Goldberg spear.
I agree.
Can any be done? Probably not. Yeah, I think we're gonna see.
Herb Dean would DDT the person trying to DDT somebody else.
I love how when they go, and the referee, like how Bruce Buffer, and the referee, Herb Dean, and come to my one shot, Herb Dean will just go. He'll just namaste all of us.
All of us.
All right, good
He's
stuff.
letting us know he's keeping the peace.